Hi everyone, as you saw in the title of the video, I am the romantic partner of Aditya Singh. My name is The Gayest Goth from youtube.com/thegayestgoth. Although I guess you guys might as well fucking know that my first name is actually Caffrey. I don't like being called that publicly, but since, it's like corn information and shit like that, here I am. So, Aditya Singh is my romantic partner. We are engaged to be married, and you might know him as the O'Hare man, which I don't like. I'm not a big fan of like titles and stuff like that. I prefer to know people's names. Like, I didn't like it when people were calling Nadia Solomon Octomom, but I digress. I don't like saying that either. But anyways, so Addie called me from jail on January 17, 2021 to inform me that he had been arrested and he was at O'Hare. Now, while there were some problems prior to that, I didn't realize that his mental health was so bad, or rather that it was, just in whatever state it is, which it's undiagnosed. But I mean, I knew something was going on with my partner, but not to the extent to where it is now. But fast forwarding now, on on February 26, 2021, I called this place called a Safe Haven, which is where my partner was placed, which is where, Addie went. And I was lied to my face directly, specifically by people who work there. I'm literally listed as my partner's emergency contact. And as it turns out, he had been missing for like fucking 24 hours, bruh. Like, what the fuck, man? So, Addie has family that cares about him. I'm his partner. I live in Utah. He lives in Utah too. Like I said, there were a lot of lies that were told to me, to other people, and leading a double. And don't worry about this. My cat's fighting in the background, just play fighting, but they are hardcore play fighters. But there was I'm losing my train of thought, because my brain is so fucking fried. I've been doing this for like 48 hours. He had a court date. Addie had a court date. He left the facility, a Safe Haven. I got a phone call. God damn it. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. I just had to pause for a second. So, Aditya Singh, again, that's also not secret information. You can look that up in the Cook County innate search tool. Like, look that up and shit. Addie, y'all gonna have to bear with me. My brain's fucking fried after doing all this shit. I have gotten, like, maybe 15 hours of sleep in the last, like, 72 hours. Like, right now, it's 3:42 a.m. and I'm just... court's in a few hours. Long story short is that I called a Safe Haven looking for my partner because there's some other stuff going on that I'm handling. And I have pre-cancer. A whole bunch of shit's going down. I can't even fucking form a coherent goddamn sentence right now because there's so much fucking happening with all this bullshit. But like, I called a Safe Haven looking for my partner because that's where he was housed, because he got stuck in fucking Chicago. Because here's the thing, he ran out of money. It wasn't the COVID thing. It wasn't that. It wasn't COVID. He ran out of money to continue his travels, and honestly, that's what he gets, but we're not going to go into that right now. That's something personal that I can work out later. The point is that right now, my partner is being mistreated by Cook County, like Chicago, Skokie, all that bullshit, and by a Safe Haven. Ironically, the place is called a Safe Haven, but y'all, on February 26th, I called a Safe Haven all day. This is February 26, 2021. I called this place all day, leaving messages for my partner, and he always calls back. I don't hear anything from him this whole day. Then this dude named Alan who works there, I get this weird ass response from him. He voluntarily says, "Oh, Mr. Faulkner, hi, that's me. You know, whatever the fuck. Because we're on a. My God, we're on like a last name basis at this point because I've been calling up there all day. They know who the fuck I am. I'm literally listed as this fucking emergency contact. Well, anyways, they fucking sit there and just lie and say he's there. Y'all, I cannot form a coherent sentence. My God, my partner is being mistreated. I found an attorney named Bob Mata. Hey Bob, what's up? I told you I'd make this video. And and I'd let you know when I'm making this, so I'm making it now. Maybe by the time it gets out there, it's already there. But if y'all go to my Twitter feed, which is at Kitsune, Kitxyne, because that's what I'm known as professionally, it's Kaoru Kitsune, Kaoru Kitxyne. Just go to at Kitxyne. That's my Twitter. I was worried about my partner. I didn't hear anything from Addie for 24 hours. Coming to find out, his mom ain't heard nothing from him for 24 hours either. And Addie would never fall out of contact with his mama. Now, he might not talk to me because I will tell him shit and just be like, look, bro, this is the way it is. And sometimes he may not want to hear it and he might not call me back. But it's like, well, I can't do nothing about that. But he would never fall out of contact with his mama. Addie would never not contact his mother, okay? His mama's in India. Okay, I know her. I have her phone number. I talk to her. I let her know what's going on. You know, I let her know that he's in a relationship with me. Clearly, there's a whole bunch of other shit that's going on. But what y'all need to know right now is I need your help. I need to get to my partner. Let's see. Bob mentioned that he's gonna try to get my partner to come here because he needs to be in care at this point. The thing is that when I got a phone call on February 27th, 2021, from the Cook County Jail. That was the second time, you know, or the third. Well, since he was first arrested, that I got a phone call, and it was Addie, and Addie told me. He said, "I'm at the jail." You know, when I saw my phone ringing, and it said Chicago, Illinois, I knew that was him calling from the jail. I also had a dream the night before that he was going to be calling me from the jail, and that's what happened. I do believe in that kind of stuff, by the way. When I talked to this dude named Alan who works at a safe haven, he said, "Oh, yeah, Addy Singh likes to move around. He's downstairs on the first floor in the kitchen." Okay, he said he's on the first floor in the kitchen. He likes moving around, which was so fucking weird because it's like, my nigga, why would you volunteer this random ass information? It was almost like this nigga was telling on himself. Like, I'm not fucking stupid. Like, you think I'm just gonna stop fucking calling? Like, I'm just gonna stop fucking caring about him? So the big problem that happened was my partner had a breakdown. He called me on the 27th, and he told me, he said, this is Addie, my partner, my Adibear. My baby boy I love so much, said that he said the Wi-Fi was down the whole building that day, and he said there was nobody to talk to. Now, me having grown up in youth shelters, you know, since I was 18 fucking years old, there should always be counselors around. You can't have a place called a fucking safe haven and not have somebody to fucking talk to. This man lied and pretended to be the operations manager at the Chicago O'Hare International Airport for 3 months and was telling me other things, despite the fact that I'm his partner. And he was telling other people other things in California, and he was telling his mama other stuff. Like, yo, my partner has some mental health issues. And I didn't realize the extent of it until he called and told me on the 27th, just in this, like, kind of deadpan, like, dead delivery. He said, there was no one to talk to. Which means he tried to call either me or whoever. He tried to call me. I know he did. And they didn't let him use the landline for, you know, I don't know if that's true or not, but he didn't get to call or speak, you know, to me at all. I'm just getting out my cats because they're like trying to destroy my room. And that was heartbreaking to hear. that my partner tried to call me and talk to me. Because most of the time I would yell at him just for doing stuff that was stupid. But again, I didn't realize this was the extent of it. And he told me, and this hurt me so much. He said, I said to him, I said, did you try to escape? And he said, I don't know what I was thinking. And then that's when that hurt me, because Addie would never have left knowing that he had court. Oh, y'all, hold on a second. Addie would have, so I was saying before, because the video was freezing up, Addie would have never left knowing that he had court in like 4 days. And you know, knowing that him being electronically monitored, you know, was going to have consequences. He had no one to talk to. He couldn't call or contact anybody. He couldn't call or contact me to have a conversation with him, to talk to him, to sing to him, whatever, because there are some songs that I do sing to him, and that we do sing to each other. It's been a while since we've done that, because telling lies puts a strain on your relationship, but I didn't realize the extent of the mental distress that my partner's going through. I didn't realize it. I mean, a lot of what he did makes sense now. It doesn't excuse it, but a lot of it makes sense. So I'm here for him, and I am doing this fundraiser to take care of legal fees for the attorney that's volunteered, or, you know, has agreed to take him on, named Bob Mata. Thank you, Bob. I really appreciate it. Bob has a really good understanding of, like, you know, mental health issues, mental illness, and stuff like that. And I was like, well, that makes a lot of sense. But y'all, listen, my partner told me on that phone call, my partner told me that he said that they found him sitting by some railroad tracks in the sun. And it's just, at that moment, his mind was like, it wasn't gone, but he just had a breakdown and nobody was there to catch him. And despite the troubles that it really hasn't been me, it's been him, but despite what's happened in the past, I don't want my partner to be up and then being all mistreated and shit, because he's also vegan. He is thalassemia minor. They're just feeding him sugar. They're not paying attention to his needs. You know, in a few hours, they're going to try to say, oh, Aditya, you violated your ankle monitoring device. And I'm like, yeah, but he would have never left his stuff like that there. And then on top of that, y'all lied to my fucking face and pretended he was there the whole time, only to find out later he'd actually literally gone missing. And you know what Kenneth fucking gave me as an excuse? He said, oh, well, you know, after I was confirmed, because yes, it was kind of, he said, yeah, you know, like, I am the emergency contact. He said, yeah, but, you know, he said, yes, but, you know, this is me paraphrasing what I would say, but, like, even though I'm the emergency contact, Kenneth said, due to the confidentiality, we cannot call you unless it's life-threatening. Because, bitch, you know, my fucking partner, who ain't got no ties to Chicago, is not a street kid like me. And by no means in imagination, Addie is not stupid by any stretch of the imagination. Is wandered around Chicago, you know, in Cook County, somewhere, and nobody know where he's at. He ain't got no phone, no food, nothing. And he has to eat. He has thalassemia minor. If he doesn't eat, he can get weak, he can pass out, and never wake up. And I didn't get a fucking call telling me that my partner was missing for fucking 24 fucking hours. And these niggas gonna sit here and tell me, oh, it's not life-threatening. No, it's fucking life-threatening. That confidentiality clause ends the moment that he left that fucking facility. Because let's just say he was a real, actual, dangerous criminal, you know, that fucking murdered somebody. He would never, but I'm making a point. Because, you know, some of y'all don't understand context, but I don't give a fuck. Y'all just released a fucking criminal out into the world, and you're still gonna sit there and be like, oh, confidentiality. No. So my friend Jane told me, she said, it sounded like to me they just trying to cover their ass. And I'm like, yeah, that makes fucking sense. instead of telling me that my sweet baby boy out there fucking wandering around, no food, no phone, crying, upset, ain't got nobody to call, nowhere to contact me, and a safe haven and fucking failed, and they lied to my fucking face. So, I found a lawyer, and I need y'all help. There's some other stuff going on in my personal life, too. I'm dealing with pre-cancer. This is not helping. My thought that ran through my head when Addie told me that was he could have been killed. Bob told me that the weather had been nice that weekend. I don't know. I'm in Utah. He said the weather had been nice that weekend and that otherwise the guy, quoting Bob, would have froze to death, meaning my partner was the guy. But it's like, and the only thing that is going through my head right now, and has been going through my head, is my partner laying on the ground dead in the snow, like just face down, or covered in snow, or being cut to ribbons by a train. Now, I didn't say he was trying to commit suicide. He wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing all of that. He was sitting by some railroad tracks in the sun, because at that point he was so, I won't say feeble-minded, but he was willing to settle for sitting in the sun because he couldn't talk to his partner, to his family, to his mother, whoever. And when I spoke to his mama after Addie called me, because the last time I talked to Addie on the phone was on February 27, 2021, and then I saw him yesterday morning in court. He doesn't look like himself. He's really skinny, he's pale, and his eyes are really, really bright. Like, he doesn't look anything like himself at all. And y'all, please help me. I set up the GoFundMe. The link is below, because I don't know the name of it. I've called it That's Enough, because that's enough. Like, you're my partner. I contacted an immigration attorney, who I also have to pay because, we are engaged to be married. And it was just so sad to hear when I was talking to my partner on the phone, because I said, Addie, do you still want to get married? And he said, do you? And it sounded like in his mind, he was thinking like, oh, do you still think I'm good enough to be married? Like, you still love me? And I was like, yeah, I do still love you very much. My sweet boy. I said my sweet prince, just in case that jail phone call's ever released. So, the link is below, all of that information, and this will go towards legal fees, fees to Bob Mata. Again, thank you. Legal fees for the attorney in the immigration process, because the thing is that Addie's visa expired October 19th, 2020, and a lot has gone on between then and now, and it's honestly, it's not okay, but I want to make sure my partner is okay, because they're feeding him sugar, they're lying to me, they didn't fucking call and tell me, and I'm gonna sue them for that, because the next day when I woke up, the first thought I had in my head after I talked to Addie, which was on the 27th, on the 28th of February when I woke up, the first thought that came to my head when I woke up was, Addie's dead. And that's all I've been thinking. The only thing that has been coming to my, the only thing that's ever been coming to my mind, the only thing I've been thinking about is my partner, like his glassy eyes staring, is my partner's glassy eyes staring up at the sky, and he's been cut into 3 pieces by a train. Because he could have been wandering so lost and in his thoughts that he could have gotten hit by a train, because he was too busy wandering nowhere. And I don't give a fuck what Safe Haven says. Y'all were supposed to fucking call me and let me know, because legally at that point he is a missing person. Addie does not have any ties to Chicago. Like I said, a lot of lying has been going on, but I understand why now, and he matters very much to me. I love my partner so much Because despite the fact that he has hurt me before with his lies and with his actions, like I said, I understand better now, but I'm also not him. And just because he does something like that doesn't mean that's how I have to respond. I'm a very kind, loving person. And ain't nothing gonna fucking change that. Right now, that's enough. Give me back my fucking partner. Release him. He has a home here. He ain't going back to California because he was trying to go because he was trying to avoid some stuff that he did here in Salt Lake. But Addie, don't worry about it. It's okay. We'll talk about it later. I love you. And I'm not going to stop until I'm holding you in my arms and I'm singing to you. I'm not going to sing the song that I used to sing to Addie, but Addie knows what song it is. And that's enough. Y'all, that's enough. You're sitting there starving him. Y'all not taking care of him. He was missing for 24 hours. You didn't contact his family. Like, I'm his next to fucking kin. You know, I'm right here. I'm right here. Mr. Caffrey, he right here. He's right here. And y'all motherfuckers ain't fucking contact me. I would consider that an emergency at that point, that my partner has gone missing for 24 hours and he has no family or ties to Chicago because it literally was a layover. Like I said, no, he did not tell the truth about certain things, but he also told 3 different stories to 3 different sets of people, myself included, and now I have a better understanding of that. And when my partner told me on the 27th of February that he had nobody to talk to, and when he said, I don't know what I was thinking, I knew that this was deeper than what I originally thought that it was. I didn't even realize it, honestly. Everything in the description is below. I just don't know what to do anymore because this is draining me, but I will tell you this. Give me back my fucking partner. Give me back my fucking partner. Give him here, give him here, give him here. That's enough. Don't fucking charge him with walking away from a facility when he was in that fucking horrible place. When 1, y'all didn't give a fuck that he fucking wandered away. 2, you didn't report him as missing because he wasn't escaping. And 3, y'all just want to sit there and just fucking ignore the fact that my partner stayed in an airport for 90 days pretending to be somebody else. Nigga, that's a fucking issue right there. And I knew that, but I didn't know the extent of it. Anyway, give him back. That's enough. Fuck you a safe haven. I'm suing the fuck out of y'all. Because he could have gotten killed. Y'all wouldn't have given a fuck. Y'all made that pretty fucking clear that you did not care at all about my partner's well-being. Trying to cover your own fucking asses. And now he's up in Cook County by himself. He needs to be at home with me, and I'm coming to fucking get my partner. Okay? That's enough of that bullshit. That's enough of that. I'm finished with that. Fuck this bullshit. Fuck y'all for not fucking taking care of my man and letting him go wander around like that where he could have gotten fucking killed. Not that you give a fuck. We know you don't care. Oh, he's downstairs in the kitchen. He likes to move around. Yeah, move around outside the fucking perimeter. Fuck that. I'm suing y'all bitches, alright? The GoFundMe is set up. I put the amount at $1,000, but I already know that it's going to be way more than $1,000 because there's rent that has to be paid. Also, Bob said that Addie's going to have, a flight back to Chicago for his court date. And we can arrange all of that. That's fine. I have health insurance that I have to pay for, so I'm also going to leave my Venmo down there because my health insurance is like $571 a month, and I have pre-cancer. And this is not helping at all. Also, my car needs to be fixed. I had a GoFundMe up for that a while ago, but I've taken it down for now, but to fix my car is going to be about $14,000. And also, I got to pay Bob. Bob's fucking great. He's got this. And that's what's really important to me. And then I have to pay the immigration attorney as well. But that's enough. Y'all give me back my fucking partner. That's enough. Y'all are mistreating him, and that's fucked up. And I didn't even know the extent of it until my partner told me. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm like, Addie, you would have never done that. You would have never left like that. You would never depart the way that you did and fall out of contact with your mama. He would never do that. Addie he is my best friend, and I love him so much. I don't care how mad he has makes me in the past. I do care about him now. I mean, not that I didn't. It's just, it was different back then. But I don't want anything to happen to him. I love him to pieces, and I can't. I've forgone sleep for almost 3 days doing this bullshit. So, y'all give me back my partner. Bob, thank you so much for being Addie's attorney. And thank you for taking this on, based on, contingency. And thank you. The link is below for everything. And as of now, I've taken all of my videos down. I didn't take them down, but they're unlisted because I just have to protect other people who have been in my videos in the past. And then I just changed my profile on Instagram and stuff to private. And then I changed the facial picture because I did an interview with ABC4 Utah, and they decided not to air it because they wanted to turn this into a whole fucking soap opera. In the meantime, while this woman, Mary Steele, over in California where Addie used to live, but see, I didn't know he was, living over there because, a lot of lies were told about leading a double and a triple life. But at the end of the day, bitch, the only person that's been here for Addie is me, because I'm not going to let him fall into a system that doesn't care about him. Having been a homeless youth, or I don't like the word homeless, I say houseless, but having been a houseless youth, I know what kind of dangers, it is to fall into, systems that are institutionalized in the United States that don't care about you. And, my partner, expired visa, no food, no water, my poor sweet angel just wandering around Chicago or, Cook County or Skokie all by himself. Nothing to eat, crying, nobody to contact. And then he finally gets found. I'm just like, what is this? And y'all are sitting here trying to fucking charge him and say, oh, he violated his electronic monitoring. I'm like, no, y'all violated his fucking sanity. And you're mistreating my partner. And bitch, I'm not standing for it. Okay? Give him back. He has a home. I'm going to take care of my boy. Okay? Because he took care of me. For the most part. Not for the most part, but he did get me a place to live. And that's how he and I met. On March 31st, 2020, I was sitting outside of a CVS in Orange, California, and he approached me. He thought I was a woman. Which is, it's fine. I don't have a problem with that. And he said, Miss, can I give you something? And I had just been harassed by the fucking police 15 minutes prior. So the first thing I ever said to Addie was, what you got? But Addie was the only person to come and see about me while I was outside. And we stayed in touch. So that's it. But and then there was a relationship later. Not too much later, but I loved him. That's all there is to it. And Addie, I'm here for you, baby. Boy, I'm coming. I'm coming for you, Addie. I'm coming. I guess you're extra. Yeah. Hey, ain't got nothing to do with being extra. I get 15 wishes. And I'm going to use each 15 wish to get unlimited wishes. So, whoa.
There you go.
Whoa.
Wait, that's not right. Just one wish with unlimited is enough.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like infinite to the 15th.
Infinite
Infinite to the 15th power. Which means I would never run out of wishes.
I'm glad I was able to get your mattress today.
Mm-hmm.
And a mattress that you tried and you liked.
Mm-hmm.
And one that does not have technology in it.
Oh, that's nice. I don't need a mattress with an IQ. I'm good. Think about revolt.
Okay. this will take me a few minutes, but I will go step by step and take
Okay,
the steps.
because I can't help you.
Yeah, I know. But thank you for helping me push up the box spring at the end yesterday. I appreciate that.
I really didn't want to, because you stole money from me. Something I'm not really ever going to forget that you did. And I helped you because you asked me to. And also, whatever. But, if I had been here by myself, I would have had to do it by myself. So,
Yeah.
I just didn't want it to run you over or anything. Because
Thank you.
that could have run you over.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have killed you, but it would have hurt you for sure.
Yeah.
Like you would have been laying at the bottom of the stairs all broken and shit. So. Also, there's one other thing that I would like to add. So when Judge Susan Ortiz said that Addie was a danger to society, at this point, I would like to say that he's mostly, a danger to himself. But he has family to look after him, and he needs to come home while we're awaiting trial. And I will take care of my partner, but he's not a danger to society. Not like that. Not just for sleeping at an airport. And these are some recent developments. Namely, him being neglected to the point to where he had nobody to talk to, and where he just walked away and had a very, small psychological breakdown. So, yeah, I'm not going to accept that. Absolutely not. Give me my partner, and I'll take care of him, but I'll get him the help that he needs, but he's not a danger to anybody mildly at this point except for himself, and I'm not going to tolerate that. No one's going to abuse my partner like that. Not at all.